Yeah, I think I remember talking about
I want you to hear. Good evening. I'd like to welcome everyone to the Senior Athletes Award Banquet this evening. Fantastic crowd. I believe it's the biggest crowd we've ever had. 155. That's excellent. This evening is sponsored by the Northeastern Booster Club in cooperation with the NCCS Athletic Department. The Booster Club is a big part of our athletics at Northeastern. And small in numbers, but big results. And if some of you parents that still have a few left at Northeastern, just remember, we can always use the help. That's the only plug I'll give tonight. Maybe tomorrow night at our spring awards, I'll talk a little more about it. At this time, I'd like to thank and introduce you to the people at the head table. Thanks to our Booster Club President, Carol Burnett. She puts in many hours through the school year. Her dedication and commitment to the Booster Club is second to none. She also is the one who took all those pictures for our senior athletes that are on display in the other room. It's a very, very nice display, and I'm sure the athletes enjoy it. Her loving and caring attitude to all the students, not just athletes, is an asset to our community. And again, I think she deserves a big round of applause. Thanks to our guest speaker, Andrea Kilborn-Hill, and her husband, Dan Hill, for taking the time to be with us tonight and sharing some of Andrea's athletic experiences. And a little round of applause for them. Our athletic director, Josie Gilroy, and our secretary of our Booster Club, Karen Gilroy. Everybody knows how much time and dedication they put into these club over the years. And just long-time Booster Club supporters, and that's, like I said, such a big part of our athletics. And thanks to our principal, Steve Gatto, and our superintendent, Mr. Turner, for being here tonight to honor our senior athletes, and I'd like to give them a round of applause. Chris Changelo and Janet McFedrich, they were co-treasurers for the Booster Club. Like I said, some of these Booster Clubs, most of the time it's just members, but a big thank you goes out to them, and also to Leanne Macy, who's always there and support our Booster Club. And a round of applause for those people. Our thanks to Calvin, the hometown table, for all the years of taping games and other functions associated with NCCS. We are very fortunate to have him and the service he provides to the community. Thank you, Calvin. Now, as you can tell, I haven't missed many meals. Okay. And definitely, I'm not going to miss this one. Believe me, these guys really know how to get her done. So, we're going to enjoy the moment, and we're going to eat well, and then after, we're going to have our guest speaker, and we're going to give out some awards that are well deserved. And they have to listen to a few others, but for once this evening, it's kind of nice in here. It's not rolling off our heads, comfortable. Looks like everybody's hungry. Tonight's meal is going to be buffet style, and I believe actually the head table is going first. That's why I like to do this job. Second of all, I really like to eat, and I guess I'm going to work from this way over. And again, there's a lot of people in here, so we're going to give you plenty of time to eat. We're going to enjoy it. So Let's get her done. Yes, I think the first thing we should do is thank this wonderful KFC committee for this fantastic meeting. I saw what Kim ate in front of me, it's amazing. I didn't hear any comments. Yeah. Look at her, she's still eating cake. You told me you wanted to recognize you, you said you were going to sit right up front, I can say something. Got a special occasion in the house tonight. Got a birthday. It's a big day for this person. Turned 62, security starts. Okay? I'd like everybody to make a happy birthday for Peggy McCall. Peggy didn't tell me a thing, Peggy. I get an AARP letter just like Josie does, and your name is right on the top. Welcome. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. The only thing is, when you, me, and Josie, you both wear glasses and I don't. That's a better thing. Also in the house, years ago we were one of the first schools to put lights up. A lot of those pioneers, would you say, are still around, but not in the room, except for Kitty Bayshard, who was a big part of that back then, and attended a lot of ball games since then at Northeastern, and should be recognized as she's a true Cougar. And I look around the room, there are still some parents that are going to be coming back, okay? Don't forget, timekeepers and ball boys and things of that issue. People make Michigans and all that stuff. Don't be bashful, okay? Come back to school, support it. It's a very, very big thing for us. We've got a guest speaker tonight. I'm going to say a few things about her. And then she's probably going to come up and tell us some of her adventures. Sounds very interesting. A couple of generations ago, a newspaper article about our guest speaker might have led with the headline, "Local Girl Makes Good." Our guest speaker this evening is a native of Saranac Lake, and her journey to the world stage started in some of the very same rinks that many of you here have played in during your hockey careers. Andrea Kilborn Hill is a member of what might be called the first family of hockey in Saranac Lake. At the age of 4, Andrea followed her brother Barry's footsteps into the sport of hockey. Barry would later receive a scholarship to skate for UVM Catamounts, and after graduation, played professionally for the Mobile Mystics in the ECHL. Growing up, Andrea played for the Lake Placid Rockets midgets team that traveled to several state and national tournaments. At her alma mater, Northwood Prep, Andrea played on the boys teams and during the summers on an Aquasasti boys team that traveled all over Canada. It was during this time that USA Hockey took her under its wing and invited her to its developmental camp. After graduation from Northwood Prep, Andrea was awarded an athletic scholarship from Princeton University, where she made an immediate impact. She was named Player of the Week on November 17, 1998, when she scored 3 goals and 2 assists in games against St. Lawrence and Cornell. In her 3 years at Princeton, she would lead the team in scoring and finish with 58 goals, 73 assists, for a total of 131 points in 86 games, and garnered all ECAC and Ivy League honors. In 2001, Andrea was nominated as a finalist for the Patty Kazmaier Memorial Award, which goes to the nation's top female player. This award is the equivalent to football's Heisman Trophy. but the best was yet to come for Andrea. And it came on December 17, 2001, when she was selected to represent the United States as a member of the Olympic team. They would compete in the 2002 Salt Lake City Games. A prolific scorer in college, Andrea's role at the Olympics would expand to what she would describe in a Press Republican article as the person who would grind it out in the corners, the person that's going to take the hit to clear the puck out, the person who goes down to try to block the shot. She would score a goal against Finland and add several assists and be awarded the silver medal for her efforts. But it wasn't just about face-offs, slap shots, and penalties, killing for our guest speaker as evidence in the fact that in June 2003, Andrea graduated with honors from Princeton University. After spending some time in Boston, Andrea returned to the North Country to accept a position as a math teacher and girls hockey coach at Northwood Prep. She also holds a master's degree in education from the University at Albany. We were very pleased when she graciously accepted our invitation to be with us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome former All-ECAC player, Patty Kazmaier Award finalist, U.S. National Team member, Olympic silver medalist, and now teacher and coach, Andrea Kilborn Hill.
Here tonight. That was a terrific introduction. Kieran, thank you for inviting me. I know he's been trying to invite me for the last couple of years, but I've always had conflict on my schedule, so I'm really glad that I got to make it out this year. Thank you for having me here. Congratulations to all of the seniors here, student athletes, your parents. I know high school is a long road, and I'm sure it was a team effort to get you guys all where you're going in your next road. I think you all made a pretty wise decision by playing a sport in high school, by being an athlete in high school. And that's kind of what I want to talk to you about today. How in your next, whatever journey you're taking next, whether it's college, whether it's work, whether it's playing a sport for college, the road that you've taken so far, the lessons you've learned by being a student athlete don't end when you take off your Cougar jersey. And that's something that I've learned personally. I'm not a competitive athlete anymore by any means. I'm out of shape now. You know, I chase my daughter around. I try to keep up with the kids I coach. But I'm definitely not a competitive athlete anymore. But the lessons that I've learned growing up, even from the age of 4 through high school, playing sports, those are lessons that have helped me succeed not only on the ice, not only in the classroom, but as a person, as a mother, as a wife, as a family member, as a community member. And those are some things I want to talk to you guys about today. The first lesson that I learned, and I was lucky enough to learn very early, is to have a passion for something in life. I was fortunate enough to find my passion, like Frank said, when I was 4 years old, I followed my big brother to the rink, and I fell in love with the game. I absolutely loved hockey. I still do love hockey. I just think it's the greatest game there is. The speed, the intensity, I could go on and on about how much I love it. You're not all hockey players, so I won't bore you. But I have a true passion for the game. And that's something that you need to have if you want to achieve not only success in that game, but success in life. So how does that transfer to school? How does that transfer to a job? That transfers because, as I say to my players a lot, don't just go through the motions. When you're at practice and you're just doing a drill, this coach is blowing the whistle, and you're doing it again, and you're doing it again, that's just going through the motions. If you're passionate about something, you won't just go through the motions. You'll do it with intensity, you'll do it with desire, commitment, whatever word you want to use. And that's going to not only help you excel in that sport, that's going to keep you motivated through that sport. or it's going to keep you motivated through studying for a test. It's going to keep you motivated in your work life. Having that true passion is going to help you through the rough patches, when you trip, when you fall, when you don't make your goal, when maybe you get laid off. Having a passion is going to help you through that time. One thing that I've learned is that, yes, you can have a passion, and I did for hockey as a player. And I got to a point where I was still playing competitively. I was on the national team, and I went to a tournament, and my mom said to me afterwards, it was a world championship. She said, "How was the tournament?" And I said, "It was good, but I'm glad to be home." And it kind of hit me, okay, maybe something's going on right now that I'd rather be home with my family than being playing in a world championship tournament. And I had to reevaluate my life and decide my passion is still for hockey, but not anymore as a player. I needed to find a new passion for me so that I could still keep motivated, so I could still keep always achieving. And that's something I urge you guys not to be afraid about, is to make those changes. If you go to college, you're going to be so psyched to study biology or chemistry or math, and you might take a poetry class and decide, wow, this is the thing I really want to study. Don't be afraid to go after that new passion of yours. Don't be afraid to change it up a little bit. If something's not working for you, if you find that you're just going through the motions, reevaluate. Really do a little soul searching and figuring out what's really gonna make you excited about life. So that's the first thing I think we've all learned from playing sports. You don't wake up in the morning and go to practice at 7 a.m. unless you're passionate about the sport. You don't stay after practice to shoot a few more balls or take a couple shots unless you're really passionate about the sport. You guys have learned that being high school athletes, and I hope you continue to take that with you in everything that you do. That passion helps lead to the next thing I want to talk about, which is motivation. Obviously, motivation is essential for anything you do in life. It gets you out of bed in the morning. One thing that I learned is that no one can motivate you as well as you can motivate yourself. You can have a coach barking down your back, blah, 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 faster, harder, blah, blah. It doesn't make you go as fast as if it's inside your own head. And for me, that's, it's not necessarily come easily. I was very talented, I was lucky, I had some good genes on my side. But the real test came from when I was, what I was going to do with my talent. And so I had to be motivated if I wanted to take it to the next step and make that national team, if I wanted to make that Olympic team. So what I did, the trick I found, was to make some small goals. I'd make a goal every day. I'd make a goal every game. When I used to speed skate competitively, my goal would be the next turn. So as I was going down the 100-meter, I would be focusing on that next turn in front of me, not about how much pain my legs were in right now. So that's something that I found helps me a lot, is making small goals. You can transfer that, what you guys have obviously had to do in order to be competitive high school athletes, to what you're going to do next. Keep motivated in the classroom. It's a long semester, that first semester of college. It's hard. It's harder than high school. You're going to be tired. You're going to have to stay up later. You might have to get up earlier. You need to make small goals for yourself so that you will stay motivated throughout that semester. When you get to work, you can kind of go through every day. It's the same thing. Find something to spice it up a little bit. Find a small goal to set. And make those goals help lead to a larger goal. Maybe it's becoming the manager. Maybe it's getting on the dean's list. Whatever long-term goal you have, make sure you're making small-term goals to help stay motivated through those rough times. The last thing about motivation I want to talk about is think about where you can find some motivation that might not be a typical source. Everyone, for me, obviously, making the Olympic team was a huge motivating factor. That was the carrot dangling out there. But that wasn't what made me shoot 50 pucks every day after school. That wasn't what made me get up in the morning and go for runs. So So I found some motivation through some unusual spots. A lot of times I took something negative that happened or a setback that I had, and I used that as motivation. I remember one time I was in a clinic, and there was a coach, and he was teaching the boy next to me a toe drag. So for hockey players, you guys know what a toe drag is. Everyone else is just like a little stick handling technique. I was probably about 10 years old, and I was as good as the boy next to me. I absolutely knew it. But the coach didn't come and teach me the toe drag. He taught the boy next to me. That really made me mad. So what did I do? I went home and I learned how to do toe drag. I used that negative feeling inside of me to motivate myself, and now I know how to do a toe drag. So find some motivation in some unfamiliar places, maybe some places that you're not necessarily looking for too. That kind of also leads me to my next point, which is keep working on skills, okay? As a high school athlete, your coaches make you take so many shots. They make you, they make you work on your skills. For hockey, it's stick handling, it's skating, okay? For soccer, you're dribbling your ball. For basketball, you're taking foul shots. You guys know that skills are what lead you to become a good player, right? You guys have all worked on those skills since you were probably 5 years old. The same goes for real life, okay? You can't just not work on your skills anymore. They're just going to be a different set of skills. So when you go to, when you're in class, when you go to school, okay, it's real easy to kind of zone out and be like, why am I learning this math, okay? Those are some math skills that are going to help you throughout your life. Think of it as taking 20 foul shots after practice, okay? When you have a job, when you have a career, it's real easy to get stuck in the same road, all right? And never sharpen those skills. Go above and beyond. Take some extra classes. Do some professional development. Keep your skills sharp at all levels. Just because you graduate from college, that is not all you're going to know for the rest of your life. I was on the Olympic team, and every single day we did skating drills. Every single day. We were the 20 best skaters in the country, and every single day our coaches made us do circles, which is what you start out doing as a mighty. All right? Our coach truly believed that even though we were the best skilled players in the country, we still needed skill development. And I tell everyone, I tell my players, I tell my husband, I didn't really learn how to backward skate until I did make the Olympic team. I always just got by because I was pretty quick and I could wing it. I actually learned the skill of backward skating once I was on the Olympic team. So even though I was at the top of the game, the top of the level, the highest you can get, I was still working on my skills and I still learned something at that level. So keep improving your skills in the classroom, in your job, wherever your life takes you from here. The next thing I want to talk about that you learn as an athlete is how to be coachable. This may not have come up if I hadn't been coaching for the last 4 years, but as a coach now, I really see it. What separates good players from great players are those players that are coachable, those players that will listen. The first thing you need to be coachable is you need to want to be coached. You need to want to learn. Same goes in the classroom. If you're sitting there with a great blank wall in front, nothing's getting by, nothing's going to get by. If you have an open mind and you want to learn from the people around you, from your coaches, from your teachers, from your peers, from your parents, that's going to help you improve your skills, that's going to help you succeed in every aspect of your life. When I was at Princeton, my coach, I was a center, he asked me to win a face-off back to this defenseman, who I thought had a pretty brutal shot. And I was a little bit confused with why he's asking me to win a face-off back to a defenseman who I didn't think had a really good shot. But I did it because I am coachable, because I figured, okay, he's the coach, he must know something. So I win the face-off back to this defenseman. And she slides it over to the girl that does have a good shot. Everyone had rushed the defenseman that didn't have a good shot, and we scored. So that was a lesson to me. for sure, okay, you can kind of question your coach, does he really know what he's doing? But you've got to listen to in the end. Now this doesn't just apply now, or it doesn't apply just for you guys now, kind of being the student athletes, being the students, being coachable. It also applies when you're the boss. As a coach now, I even need to be coachable. I still need to listen to people. I listen to my athletic director who gives suggestions. I listen to parents, I listen to players, I ask players. So right now you guys are, obviously you're in that student role. As you go throughout your life, you might find yourself in more of a managerial role. You might be a coach yourself, you might be a teacher, you might be a boss somewhere. You still need to have that coachability about yourself where you're asking your teammates, you're asking your peers, you're asking other people around you. You're listening to them. And that's something that you've gained by being a student athlete for sure. You know how to follow directions. You know how to be coachable. You know how to take what the coach says and implement in your own way. So take that with you in the next couple of years and throughout your life. Another thing I want to think about that has to do with this is being a good teammate. Obviously, you guys, you know that playing sports, even those individual sports like track, you're still part of the team. And that is a huge thing that you've learned by being high school athletes, is how to be a good teammate. You've had to sit next to someone in the locker room that you might not like. You've had to pass the puck to someone that you might not really ever talk to if you weren't on his team. And being able to get along with kids and adults and people that you might not necessarily get along with otherwise, that's a life skill that's going to take you guys a long way. When we were on the Olympic team, it was tough to be a good teammate because they had picked 25 in August. They picked 25 and they told us, okay, you guys, 25 of you, we're going to cut 5 of you in December. So no one's spot was secure. It was really tough to be a good teammate because everyone was out for themselves to make that team. I was lucky enough to have a captain, Cammy Granado, who really showed how to be a good teammate. Even though, yes, you do want to prove yourself, you want to prove your spot on the team. She would take people aside. She would help people out. She would stay with people after practice. She really showed me how to be a good teammate, even when I was competing for a spot. A couple of years ago, when she got cut from the Olympic team, everyone was shocked. And no one was shocked more than her teammates. And a lot of people actually said her skill might not be Olympic caliber, but her being a good teammate should have kept her on that team because she added that much to the team. And that always is stuck in my mind. And that's someone that I tell my players. I give them examples of what she did for me and for other team members of mine on how to be a good teammate. The last thing that I think you guys have learned from sports growing up, and that you can definitely take with you as you move, no matter where you move to, college, jobs, no matter where you're going in life, East Coast, West Coast, is how to be a good sport, sportsmanship, integrity. Integrity is kind of a fancy word for being a good sport. You guys have heard that since you were 5 years old. Be a good sport. Be fair. And those are things in life, those are words in life that really come out. We see it a lot now in the news when people aren't good sports, when they're not being fair. We see that big time. Having integrity isn't just for the field or for the ice. It's not just, being a good loser is not just for the court. You have to have those same skills that you guys have developed over the years of playing sports in life. I'll give you a great example of how this can help you. When I was probably 12 years old, I used to speed skate as well as play hockey. And I was pretty good. I won national championships as a speed skater. So I was pretty good. When I was 12, a new kid came into our organization. His name was Donald, and he was really goofy. He had big ears, and he just kind of walked goofy like, and he didn't even know how to skate, period. Like, he couldn't skate on any skates, much less speed skates. He was pretty goofy, and I was a 12-year-old girl with a lot of other 12-year-old kids. You can imagine what 12-year-olds are like. We could have been pretty mean to him. We could have been nasty to him. You know, we could have said, okay, you're on that side of the rink, we're on this side, one of those things. But we weren't. We were nice to him. We helped him out. We gave him pointers when we had pointers. We made him part of our team, even though he was a goofy guy in the red pants. We found a way, you know, we found different things that we really thought were great about him. His sense of humor. Okay? He always made everyone laugh. We brought him into our group. We really respected him for who he was, not just what he looked like or how he skated. So I really learned how to be a good sport there. That was one, thing that I'm really proud of. Now how it comes for the future, how it affects you. 5 years ago when I was applying for my first real job, I got a job at St. Agnes School in Lake Placid as a 5th grade teacher. It wasn't until after the principal who hired me was retiring and we were reminiscing about, the old days and, when I first stepped into school, what she thought of me and all that. And she said, I got your resume in the mail and I saw that it's, Princeton University, Olympic team, and I thought that was pretty good. She said, but then I saw that you were local, so I went down the hall and I asked our custodian, and I said, have you ever heard of this girl? And it was Donald's father, who was our custodian. And he said to her, she's really, really nice. And the principal told me, she said, when I heard that, that was equal weight to the Princeton University degree. When I heard that from someone that I respected, that was equal weight. And that really hit me. That could have been my first job that I didn't get if I had been a jerk. That could have been my first job that I didn't get great experience, meet new people, have an awesome principal to work for. If I had just not had integrity, if I had not been a good teammate, if I had not been a good sport, I would have never had that experience. So that's something that I think obviously everyone needs to have through their life. But I think as high school athletes, you guys are lucky because you've learned that already. You've learned how to be a good sport. You've learned how to live with integrity. Your parents have shown you that. They've given you the opportunities to do that. And that's going to help you not only in the next 4 years when you go to college or the next couple after that. It's going to help you for the rest of your life. As athletes, we're pretty lucky. We've learned all these hard life lessons people have to learn, but we've learned them through fun ways. We've learned them through playing, through being part of a team, through having fun by playing our favorite sports. Remember those lessons that you guys have learned. Remember what your teachers, your coaches, your parents have taught you when you've been on the field, when you've been on the ice. And think about how you can apply those lessons to what you're about to do next. Good luck, everyone. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, Andrea. Very inspiring words. And now our athletic director, Mrs. Gilroy.
I can't say everything off the top of my head like Mary just did. So, I'll use my note too. On behalf of the Northeastern Clinton Athletic Department, I would like to welcome all the athletes, parents, fellow coaches, members of the Booster Club, administrators, and guests to our Senior Athletes Awards Banquet. It is indeed a special opportunity to honor our senior athletes. I would like to thank our guest speaker, Andrea Kilborn-Hill, for her very enlightening words. It's fantastic to meet an Olympic silver medalist, and particularly special since she is one person from our own area, and she competed in one of the biggest sporting events in the world. I'd also like to thank Lisa Menard for typing the program, Tina Ducharme for printing the plaques, and the staff of the KFC for such a delicious dinner. Please join me in a round of applause for all of them. And before I forget, Andrea did bring her Olympic silver medal, so at the end of the program, if anyone would like to come up and see it, it really is heavy and it's something worth looking at. A special thank you goes to our Northeastern Booster Club for organizing this event and for their ongoing support of our athletic program. They buy a lot of uniforms and equipment for our programs, they give out 2 scholarships, and they pay for the athletes' dinner tonight. The Booster Club members and all of the parents who volunteer to work in the concession stands made that possible. So please, another big round of applause for all of them. At this time, I'd like to introduce the coaches that are present tonight and ask them to stand. Brent Baker, volleyball. Brent Lewis, soccer, basketball, softball. Rob Francis, hockey. Jason Barnhart, hockey. Matt Fredette, golf. Dave Pokes, cross country. Anna Langlois, tennis. Andy Landry, basketball. Andy and Norm have 30 plus years in coaching at Northeastern Clinton. I would like to thank both of them for all their years of service and certainly for their incredible run with our girls basketball program. Thank you both. The class of 2009 had a large number of athletes, and I'm really glad to see that so many of you have attended tonight. I recently came across a statement that said, "There are many things in life that will catch your eye, but only a few will catch your heart, and pursue those." We are here tonight because participation in athletics caught your heart. In order to be successful in athletics, you must have dedication. It takes great commitment to put in the necessary time and energy to improving your skills. You must be responsible for your actions or your reactions to athletic situations. You must persevere when you're tired, sore, or think you just can't go on. And you must learn to deal with defeats as well as victories. You must also learn what it takes to achieve your goals, how to be a good teammate, and the importance of showing good sportsmanship. You couldn't do all of this without a great deal of heart. I am very passionate about athletics, and I've enjoyed watching all of you participating in your various sports and maturing into fine young men and women. Participation in athletics can be rewarding in so many ways. I hope that you've made some friends for life, you've gained confidence in yourselves, are proud of what you've accomplished here at Northeastern Clinton. I thank you for the memories, championships, individual personal bests, funny stories, and so on. I also hope that you will let your parents know how important their support has been, for in many ways, they have participated right along with you. On behalf of the coaches, I want to congratulate you on your outstanding years here at Northeastern Clinton. Your accomplishments in athletics and academics have brought good public relations to our school, and your achievements as both individuals and team members in the class of 2009 will long be remembered by all of us. You have been successful in high school, and now it's time for you to stretch your potential. When you eventually set down your own roots, Get involved in your community and in your school. Give coaching a try, for it too can be very rewarding. I'll leave you with this thought. Remember that each of you is unique, and you have a unique contribution to make to this world. So go out there and make it count. Thank you. For the awards, I will recognize each individual athlete in the following categories: number of years earning a varsity letter in each sport, captainship, most valuable player awards, most improved player awards, the White Net Award, that's someone who has lettered in 3 sports in 1 year, special awards, records, academic achievements, etc. while participating in Northeastern Clinton in athletics. There is something that you'll hear quite a lot tonight, and that would be New York State Public High School Athletic Association Scholar Athlete Team Award. In order to save a little time, I'm going to call it the Nice Alpha Scholar Athlete Team Award. Every year I switch on and off between the girls and the boys going first, and this year it's the ladies' turn to go first. I'm going to ask you to line up way over there, and I'm going to ask you to line up in alphabetical order, and we'll see how fast you are. Take one line right over there in alphabetical order. As I call your name, girls, as I call your name, please step right up here and look at and count into the camera. I'll read the information about you, and then our guest speaker, Andrew, will present you your plaque. For some athletes that is not here tonight, I am only going to list the sports that they have lettered in. Anastasia. Jen earned her varsity letter in soccer 3 years, basketball 2 years, tennis 2 years, softball 1 year. She's a captain in soccer. She's the most valuable player in soccer 1 year, most improved player in tennis 1 year, and basketball 1 year. She earned her White Net Award in soccer, basketball, and tennis 1 year, and in soccer, basketball, and softball 1 year. In soccer, she has 2 CDAC championships, 1 Section 7 championship. She's a CDAC Honorable Mention All-Star 1 year. In basketball, 1 CDAC championship, 2 Section 7 championships, 1 regional championship, state semifinalist this year, ranked 4th in the state. Got the basketball official scholarship. In tennis, she was a second-team All-Star at number 1 doubles 1 year. In softball, 1 CDAC championship. Qualified for the Nice Alpha Scholar Athlete Team Award in soccer 3 years, in basketball 2 years, in tennis 3 years, in softball 1 year. She has a GPA of 90% in their senior year for 3 sports seasons. CDAC All-Academic Award winner in the fall season. Earned a varsity letter in 4 different sports: soccer, basketball, tennis, softball, and I believe she was the only one to do this. Congratulations, Jen. Kirsten earned her varsity letter in track for 4 years. She was also a captain in track. She qualified for the Nice Alpha Scholar Athlete Team Award in track for 4 years. Earned a varsity letter in track for 4 consecutive years. Congratulations, Kirsten. Kate earned her varsity letter in track for 3 years. She was a captain in track. She was most improved in track in the field events for 1 year. Qualified for the Nice Alpha Scholar Athlete Team Award in track 4 years. With a GPA of 90% in her senior year for 1 sports season. Congratulations, Kate. She was captain in basketball. She has 3 CDAC championships, 1 undefeated season, 4 Section 7 championships, 1 regional championship, state semifinalist in 2009, ranked 4th in the state. Qualified for the Nice Alpha Scholar Athlete Team Award in basketball 4 years, a grade point average of 90% her senior year for one sports season, and earned a varsity letter in basketball for 4 consecutive years. Congratulations, Jordan. Aaron Kay. Erin participated in bowling 2 years and earned her varsity letter for 1 year. She has 1 CBAC championship, 1 Section 7 championship, 1 league sportsmanship award, qualified for the Nice Office Scholar Athlete Team Award in bowling 2 years. Congratulations, Erin. Johnny Ray Coria. Johnny earned her varsity letter in soccer 3 years, basketball 4 years, softball 1 year. She was a captain in soccer and basketball. She was the most valuable player in basketball 1 year, most improved player in softball 1 year. She earned a white letter and award in soccer, basketball, and softball 1 year. In soccer, she has 2 CBAC championships and 1 Section 7 championship. In basketball, 3 CBAC championships, 1 undefeated season, 4 Section 7 championships, 1 regional championship, state semifinalist this year, ranked 4th in the state. CBAC first team all-star for 2 years, a Class B all-state 7th team all-star 1 year. In softball, 1 Section 7 championship, qualified for the Nice Office Scholar Athlete Team Award in soccer 2 years, in basketball 1 year. She earned a varsity letter in basketball for 4 consecutive years, earned a Section 7 championship in 3 sports, soccer, basketball, and softball in her sophomore year, and she was the only one to do that. Congratulations, Johnny. Ashley DiBernardo. Ashley earned her varsity letter in volleyball for 2 years. She was most improved in volleyball 1 year. She had a CBAC Team Sportsmanship Award 1 year, qualified for the Nice Office Scholar Athlete Team Award in volleyball for 1 year. Congratulations, Ashley. Catherine earned her varsity letter in volleyball 3 years and track 2 years. She was captain in volleyball, most valuable volleyball player 1 year, and most improved volleyball player 1 year. In volleyball, she has CBAC Team Sportsmanship Award for 2 years. She was a CBAC Honorable Mention All-Star 1 year and a second team All-Star 1 year. She qualified for the Nice Office Scholar Athlete Team Award in volleyball 1 year and in track 1 year. Congratulations, Catherine. Kim Gregory. So far, we've got our alphabet right. Kim earned her varsity letter in soccer 2 years, in basketball 2 years, in softball 1 year. She also participated in track or tennis for a couple of years. She was a captain in soccer. She was the most valuable soccer player 2 years, most improved in softball 1 year. She earned a white and award in soccer, basketball, and softball 1 year. In soccer, 1 CBAC championship. She was a CBAC Division I All-Star 1 year and a Division I and All-League All-Star 1 year. In basketball, 1 CBAC championship, 2 Section 7 championships, a regional championship, state semifinalist this year, ranked 4th in the state. Received an individual sportsmanship award at the state championship. In softball, 1 CBAC championship, qualified for the Nice Office Scholar Athlete Team Award in soccer 2 years, in basketball 2 years, in tennis 2 years, and in softball 1 year. Grade point average of 90% for senior year for 3 sports seasons. And I just found out today that she was a CBAC Division I All-Star in softball. Congratulations, Kate. Emily Duffy. Emily earned her varsity letter in cross country 3 years, in tennis 1 year, and she also participated in track 1 year. She was a captain in cross country. She was the most valuable in cross country 1 year, most improved player in cross country 1 year. In cross country, she has 1 CBAC championship, 1 Section 7 championship. She was a state qualifier 1 year. In tennis, one CBAC championship, one Section 7 championship. Qualified for the Nice Office Scholar Athlete Team Award in cross country 4 years, in track 1 year, in tennis 1 year. 3-point average, 90% her senior year for 2 sport seasons. Congratulations, Emily. Amanda Corey. Amanda earned her varsity letter in soccer 2 years, in tennis 2 years. She also participated in track 1 year. Most valuable in tennis 1 year. She was the most improved in tennis 1 year. In soccer, she had 2 CBAC championships, 1 Section 7 championship. In tennis, 1 CBAC championship, 1 Section 7 championship. Qualified for the Nice Office Scholar Athlete Team Award in soccer 2 years, in track 1 year, in tennis 3 years. CBAC All Academic Award in the spring season. Grade point average 90% her senior year for 1 sport season. Congratulations, Amanda. Nicole Harvey is not here tonight. She earned her varsity letter in cheerleading 4 years and in track 1 year. Liza Hogle is not here. She earned her varsity letter in cheerleading 1 year. Colleen Holman. Colleen earned her varsity letter in soccer 4 years and in track 4 years. She was a captain in both soccer and track. She was the most valuable player in soccer 3 years, and I gotta say, since I was her coach, I'm sure gonna miss you back there. She was most improved player in track in the track and field events both for 1 year, and in track events another additional year. In soccer, 2 CBAC championships, 1 Section 7 championship, CBAC Division I and All-League All-Star for 2 years. She was the CBAC's most valuable player this year. She earned the Soccer Official Sportsmanship Award 1 year, or a team did. She qualified for the Nice Office Section Scholar Athlete Team Award in soccer 4 years and track 4 years. She earned a varsity letter in soccer and in track for 4 consecutive years. Congratulations. Kylie LaFontaine. Kylie earned her varsity letter in cheerleading 4 years and track 1 year. She also participated in cross country 1 year. She was a captain in cheerleading. She was the most valuable cheerleader 1 year. And in cheerleading, she has 3 CBAC championships, 1 regional championship. The Potsdam Invitational Championship 1 year. Qualified for the Nice Office Scholar Athlete Team Award in cross country 1 year and in track 1 year. Earned a varsity letter in cheerleading for 4 consecutive years. Congratulations, Kylie. Megan earned her varsity letter in volleyball 2 years and in tennis 4 years. In volleyball, CBAC Team Sportsmanship Award 1 year. CBAC Honorable Mention All-Star 1 year. In tennis, 1 CBAC championship, 1 Section 7 championship. A first team All-Star at number 2 doubles 1 year. Second team All-Star at number 1 doubles 1 year. Second team All-Star at number 3 singles 1 year. CBAC Tournament Doubles Champion 1 year, or 2009. Qualified for the Nice Office Scholar Athlete Team Award in volleyball 1 year. In tennis 3 years, and a grade point average of 90% her senior year through 2 sport seasons. Earned a varsity letter in tennis for 4 consecutive years. Congratulations, Megan. Megan Lapierre. Megan earned her varsity letter in cheerleading 5 years. She was a captain in cheerleading and the most valuable cheerleader for 2 years. She has 4 CDAC championships, 1 regional championship, Potsdam Invitational Championship 1 year, Messina Invitational Championship 1 year. Earned a varsity letter in cheerleading for 5 consecutive years. Congratulations, Megan. Chantel Valley. Chantel earned her varsity letter in soccer 3 years, basketball 2 years, and softball 2 years. She has a White N Award in soccer, basketball, and softball 1 year. In soccer, 2 CBAC championships, 1 Section 7 championship. In basketball, 1 CBAC championship, 2 Section 7 championships, 1 regional championship, state semifinalists and ranked 4th in the state this year. In softball, won Section 7 championship. Qualified for the New York State the Scholar Athlete Award. In soccer, 3 years. In basketball, 2 years. In softball, 1 year. CBAC All Academic Award winner in the winter season. Congratulations, Santo. Aaron Mason. Earned her varsity letter in soccer 2 years, in basketball 2 years. She was the most improved player in soccer 1 year. In soccer, she has 1 CBAC championship. In basketball, 1 CBAC championship, 2 Section 7 championships, a regional championship, and a state semifinalist this year, ranked 4th in the state. Qualified for the Nice Office Scholar Athlete Team Award in soccer 2 years, and basketball 2 years. And she carried a grade point average of 90% in her senior year for 1 sports season. Congratulations, Aaron. Aaron B. Carrie earned her varsity letter in cross country 3 years, in track 3 years. She was a captain in both cross country and track. In cross country, 1 CBAC championship, 1 Section 7 championship. Qualified for the Nice Office Scholar Athlete Team Award in cross country 2 years, in track 3 years. Carried a grade point average of 90% in her senior year for 2 sports seasons. Congratulations. Megan McComb. Megan earned her varsity letter in basketball 4 years. She was also a captain in basketball and the most improved basketball player 1 year. She has 3 CBAC championships, 1 undefeated season, 4 Section 7 championships, 1 regional championship, 1 state semi-finalist in 2009, ranked 4th in the state. CBAC, 3rd team All-Star for 1 year, 2nd team All-Star 1 year. She was All-Star selection at the state championship in 2009. Qualified for the Nice Office Scholar Athlete Team Award 3 years. Earned a varsity letter in basketball for 4 consecutive years. Congratulations, Megan. Paige Menard. Paige earned her varsity letter in cheerleading 6 years. She was a captain in cheerleading, the most improved cheerleader for 1 year. She has 5 CBAC championships, 1 regional championship, Potsdam Invitational Championship 1 year, the Messina Invitational Championship 2 years. Earned a varsity letter in cheerleading for 6 consecutive years. Congratulations, Paige. Claire Parker is not here tonight. She earned a varsity letter in soccer 1 year and in the newly formed girls ice hockey team 1 year. Christiana Passy. Christiana earned her varsity letter in volleyball 3 years, in track 2 years. She was a captain in track. In volleyball, she has CBAC Team Sportsmanship Award for 2 years, qualified for the Nice Office Scholar Athlete Team Award in volleyball 1 year, in track 4 years, carried a grade point average of at least 90% in her senior year for 1 sports season. Congratulations, Christina. Christina Roberts. Christina earned her varsity letter in bowling 1 year, participated 2 years. She was a captain in bowling, 1 CBAC championship, 1 Section 7 championship, state qualifier 1 year, CBAC League Sportsmanship Award 1 year, carried a GPA of 90% her senior year for 1 sports season, qualified for the Nice Office Scholar Athlete Team Award in bowling 2 years. Congratulations, Christine. Tessa Rogers. Tessa earned her varsity letter in volleyball 2 years and in track 2 years. She was a captain in volleyball and track. Most improved player in volleyball 1 year. In volleyball, CBAC Team Sportsmanship Award 1 year. Qualified for the Nice Office Scholar Athlete Team Award in track for 3 years. Congratulations, Tessa. Brooke.
6 years. She was a captain in cheerleading, 1 CBAC championship, 1 regional championship, 1 state qualifier 1 year, carried a grade point average of 90% in her senior year for 1 sports season. Congratulations, Christine.
Brooke Superman. Brooke earned her varsity letter in soccer 1 year, in volleyball 2 years. In soccer, she has won CBAC championship. In volleyball, CBAC Team Sportsmanship Award 1 year. Qualified for the Nice Office Scholar Athlete Team Award in soccer 1 year, in volleyball 1 year. Congratulations, Brooke. Jessica Van Leuven is not here tonight. She earned her varsity letter in cheerleading 2 years and in golf 3 years. Jelena Wayman. Jelena earned her varsity letter in track this year. It was her first year going out for track here at Northeastern. She qualified for the Nice Office Scholar Athlete Team Award in track this year. She had a GPA of 90% in her senior year for one sport season. Congratulations, Jelena. Alexis Rye. Don't you wish your name didn't start with W now? Alexis earned her varsity letter in cross country 1 year, in volleyball 3 years, in tennis 4 years. She was most valuable in volleyball 1 year, in tennis 2 years. Most improved player in volleyball 1 year, in tennis 2 years. There's a White Hand Award in cross country, volleyball, and tennis 1 year. In cross country, 1 CBAC championship, 1 Section 7 championship. In volleyball, CBAC Team Sportsmanship Award 2 years. In tennis, 1 CBAC championship, 1 Section 7 championship, Section 7 singles champion 2 years. She was a second team All-Star at number 1 singles 2 years. Qualified for the Nice Office Scholar Athlete Team Award in tennis 2 years. Earned a varsity letter in tennis for 4 consecutive years. Congratulations, Alexis. And now it's your turn, guys. We're going to break from our order for just a second. We're going to call up here Bradley Goss. Brad earned his varsity letter in baseball 2 years. He was the most valuable player in baseball 1 year. He has won the CBAC League Sportsmanship Award. And Brad, we're very glad to have you here tonight. As everyone knows, he was injured recently, and we hope you have a speedy recovery. Congratulations. Nick Bartol is not here. He earned his varsity letter in soccer 2 years and track 3 years. Trevor Battle. I'm not a high-heeled person. It feels much better. Sorry, Grant. Trevor earned his varsity letter in tennis 6 years. He was the most valuable player in tennis 1 year. He has 1 CBAC championship and an undefeated season, 2 Section 7 championships. Must be I'm still hungry. Section 7 singles champion for 2 years. He was a first team All-Star at number 2 singles 1 year. First team All-Star at number 1 singles 2 years. CBAC tournament doubles champion 1 year. He was a state qualifier 4 years. Earned a varsity letter in tennis for 6 consecutive years. Congratulations, Trevor. Carl Bayshard is not here. He earned his varsity letter in cross country 1 year and in track 1 year. Ryan Bayshard. Ryan earned his varsity letter as a manager of the boys soccer team for 3 years and in golf 1 year, and he participated 2 years in golf. He was most improved in golf 1 year, qualified for the Nice Office Scholar Athlete Team Award in golf for 2 years, CBAC All-Academic Award winner this spring season. and he carried a GPA of 90% his senior year for one straight season. Congratulations, Bill. Matt Brown. Matt earned his varsity letter in baseball 2 years. He was a captain in baseball, most valuable player in baseball 1 year. He was a CBAC Division I All-Star for pitching 1 year, and a CBAC Lead Sportsmanship Award 1 year. Congratulations, Matt. Dylan Castro. Dylan earned his varsity letter in tennis 4 years. He was most improved in tennis 1 year. He has 1 CBAC championship with an undefeated season, 2 Section 7 championships. He was a second team All-Star at #1 doubles 1 year. Qualified for the Nice Office Scholar Athlete Team Award in tennis 1 year. Earned a varsity letter in tennis for 4 consecutive years. Congratulations, Dylan. Katie is not here tonight. He earned his varsity letter in cross country 1 year and in bowling 2 years. Dylan Diori. Dylan earned his varsity letter in soccer 2 years and in baseball 2 years. He was the most improved soccer player 1 year. In soccer, he has 1 CBAC championship with an undefeated season. And in baseball, CBAC League Sportsmanship Award 1 year. Congratulations, Dylan. Lucas Dixon. Lucas earned his varsity letter in soccer 2 years, in track 1 year. In soccer, he has 1 CBAC championship, and that was an undefeated season. Congratulations, Lucas. Joey Engelbrecht is not here tonight. He earned his varsity letter in tennis 1 year. Matt Cavaco. Matt earned his varsity letter in basketball 4 years. He was a captain in basketball. He was the most valuable player in basketball 2 years. He has 1 CBAC championship in an undefeated season, 1 Section 7 championship, ranked 6th in the state this year. CBAC second team All-Star for 2 years. First team All-Star for 1 year. He was the CBAC's most valuable player this year, and NCCS's overall career leading scorer with 1,377 points. He also earned the Basketball Officials Sportsmanship Award 1 year, CBAC Team Sportsmanship Award 1 year, Basketball Officials Scholarship, qualified for the Nice Office Scholar Athlete Team Award in basketball 2 years, earned a varsity letter in basketball for 4 consecutive years. Congratulations, Mike. John Gordon. John earned his varsity letter in bowling 3 years, in baseball 2 years. He was the most valuable player in bowling 1 year, and the most valuable player in baseball 1 year. In bowling, 1 CBAC championship, CBAC League Sportsmanship Award 1 year, qualified for the Section 7 All-Star Tournament 3 years, state qualifier 2 years. In baseball, CBAC All-League All-Star in the middle infield 1 year. CBAC League Sportsmanship Award 1 year. Congratulations, Jen. Ryan Goodrow is not here. Ryan earned his varsity letter in hockey 3 years and tennis 5 years. Chris Hack. Chris earned his varsity letter in bowling 3 years. He was a captain in bowling. He has 1 CBAC championship and a CBAC League Sportsmanship Award for 1 year. Congratulations, Chris. Connor earned his varsity letter in soccer 2 years, hockey 4 years, track 4 years. He was a captain in soccer and hockey. He was the most valuable player in hockey 1 year, most valuable in track with a coach's award 1 year, Most improved in hockey 1 year. And the White Hen Award in soccer, hockey, and track for 2 years. In soccer, 1 CBAC championship with an undefeated season. The CBAC Division I and All-League All-Star 1 year. In ice hockey, 3 CBAC championships, 2 Section 7 championships, CBAC second team All-Star defense 1 year. In track, he established an NCCS record in the steeplechase of 11:17 in 2009, and we're hoping he will beat it this weekend when he goes to the state championship. He qualified for the New York State Scholar Athlete Team Award, sorry. In soccer 1 year, in ice hockey 3 years, in track 2 years. Carried a GPA of 90% in the senior year for 3 sports seasons. Earned a varsity letter in ice hockey for 4 consecutive years and in track for 4 consecutive years. Congratulations. Casey Lamberton is not here tonight. He earned his varsity letter in basketball 2 years. Nate, otherwise known as Moose Lamberton. I just saw a moose on the television the other night. Just look at all that dude. Moose earned his varsity letter in soccer 2 years, in hockey 3 years, in track 1 year. He also participated in tennis for 1 year. He was a captain in soccer and hockey. Most valuable player in soccer 1 year, in hockey 1 year, and in track in the field events for 1 year. Most improved player in soccer 1 year and in hockey 1 year. His White Hen Award in soccer, hockey, and track 1 year. In soccer, 1 CBAC championship with an undefeated season. CBAC Division I and All-League All-Star 1 year. In ice hockey, 3 CBAC championships, 1 Section 7 championship, CBAC second team All-Star forward 1 year, CBAC first team All-Star and most valuable player this year. In tennis, 1 Section 7 championship. Qualified for the Nice Opera Scholar Athlete Team Award in soccer 1 year, in ice hockey 2 years, CBAC All-Academic Award winner in the fall season. Carried a GPA of 90% in his senior year for 3 sports seasons. Congratulations. Casey Letourneau. Casey earned his varsity letter in soccer 2 years, in basketball 2 years, in baseball 2 years. He was a captain in baseball and the most valuable player in soccer 1 year. In White Hen Award in soccer, basketball, and baseball for 2 years. In soccer, 1 CBAC championship with an undefeated season. CBAC honorable mention All-Star 1 year. In basketball, 1 CBAC championship with an undefeated season. 1 Section 7 championship, ranked 6th in the state this year. In basketball, official sportsmanship award 1 year. And in baseball, CBAC league sportsmanship award 1 year. Congratulations, Casey. Gerald earned his varsity letter in soccer 2 years, in hockey 3 years, in track 4 years. He was a captain in soccer, hockey, and track. He was the most valuable player in hockey 1 year. Earned his White Hen Award in soccer, hockey, and track 2 years. In soccer, 1 CBAC championship with an undefeated season. In ice hockey, 3 CBAC championships, 1 Section 7 championship. CBAC second team All-Star on defense 1 year. Qualified for the Nice Office Scholar Athlete Team Award in soccer 1 year, in ice hockey 2 years, and track 2 years. Their GPA of 90% the senior year for 1 sports season. And the varsity letter in track for 4 consecutive years. Congratulations, Jared. Andy McCaw. Andy earned his varsity letter in soccer 3 years, in hockey 3 years, in track 1 year, and he also tried golf this year. He was a captain in soccer. He participated in golf, sorry. Most valuable in soccer 1 year. White Hen Award in soccer, hockey, and track 1 year. In soccer, 2 CBAC championships with 1 undefeated season. CBAC Division I and All-League All-Star 1 year. In ice hockey, 3 CBAC championships, 1 Section 7 championship. Qualified for the Nice Office Scholar Athlete Team Award in soccer 1 year and ice hockey 1 year. Congratulations, Cody. Cody O'Brien. Cody earned his varsity letter in golf for 5 years. He was the most, I wrote improved, but it must be valuable, golfer for 2 years. In golf, he has CBAC Team Sportsmanship Award 1 year, CBAC All-Star for 2 years, Section 7 Individual Champion in 2009 with an undefeated season. He's a state qualifier for 2 years. His career record has been 43-6-1 with a match average this year of 38. And any of you that are golfers, that's pretty darn good. Qualified for the Nice Office Scholar Athlete Team Award in golf for 3 years. Carried a GPA of 90% this senior year for one sport season. Earned a varsity letter in golf for 5 consecutive years. Congratulations, Cody. Bradley Hall. Brad earned his varsity letter in hockey for 3 years and in track for 2 years. In ice hockey, he has 3 CBAC championships and 1 Section 7 championship. He was a CBAC first team all-star at bowling 1 year. Congratulations, Brad. Dylan Sample is not here tonight. He earned his varsity letter in basketball 2 years and in track 1 year. And Justin Scotch is not here tonight, and he earned his varsity letter in bowling 1 year and track 2 years. And Casey Trombley is not here, and he earned his varsity letter in soccer 2 years. Congratulations to all of you on a job well done.
I've been known to pick on her a little bit, but I'll tell you what, she does one fine job. That's not easy. Keep all those stats and get up here and do what she did. That's a fine job. She deserves a real. Mr. Grotto, would you like to say a few words?
Sure. Well, I think there's not a lot to say. The facts speak for themselves. That is a truly impressive list. I think the only thing more impressive than that list is the fact that Ms. Gilroy can keep track of all of it, and Mr. Dumas can find the right plaque at the right time. We are very impressed with you. We appreciate, on behalf of the school and myself, I'd like to thank you all for the enjoyment you give to all the parents and the fans and the spectators who get to watch you all the time. And really appreciate all that you do. And it's particularly impressive to me that there are still so many 3-sport athletes out there. In the age of specialization and summer camps and playing one sport all season long or all year long, it's great to see that people are still playing all 3 sports. And some people are just doing it for the heck of it, just because it's fun and they just want to get out and participate. And I think that's a great thing. So I commend all of you athletes out here. And I could continue to talk about how great you are, but I want to say one more thing about the coaches. I know Ms. Gilroy recognized them briefly before. I think we should do that again. You got some great coaches in this school, and they have done some great things for you, and they're very impressive, and I appreciate all their efforts. But I think special recognition really ought to be made for Mr. Andy Landry and Norm Bono, who are retiring this year. And now I'm a relative newcomer to NCCS. Maybe I'm not the best person to extol their virtues of years past, but then again, I have coached against Mr. Landry and lost, so I can speak with some authority that Mr. Landry and Mr. Bono have run a class act for many, many years. They've done so many great things. They've had a program that has won year after year after year. And you don't believe, just look at this year. A team that started 4 or 5 guards every game goes to the Final Four in New York State. I can't say enough great things about them. It's been an honor working with you, Andy. I raised my glass of melted ice water to you. Thank you for all you've done. Thank you all. Congratulations.
Mr. Turner, would you like to say a few words, please?
Thank you for one that talked about being short. Frank asked me to say a few comments. He begged me to stretch it until 9:30. I'm going to try my best to comply with his request. To the parents, I'd like to say thank you. You've supported Northeastern Clinton athletic program over the years, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I hope that you never take the time to add up the hours and the expense that you've paid getting your child to and from practice and games, because it probably would scare you. But I think if you look into the eyes of that athlete right now, come on, look into the eyes of that athlete right now, I think you'll agree it was worth it. They're fine young men and women. To the athletes, take what you've learned in sporting. Hard work and commitment will pay off in the long run. We have 4 days of school left and just over 2 weeks until graduation. I challenge you to exit the class. People remember the last things that you do. You've come a long way, so don't screw it up now. And everybody this time of year will tell you, don't drink and drive. I'm here to tell you, don't drink. You're fine young men and women. Take what you've learned at Northeastern Clinton Central School, and wherever you go with Cougar pride. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Very well said. Okay. You darn right this senior class is a class act. I've had the privilege to coach some of them probably way back in Whites all the way up to now, and been very lucky to park at them once in a while. And you're all going to be missed. I hope you feel the same way. They weren't always smooth roads, but there were a lot of good times. So remember us. Come back. Help. You like Mrs. Gilroy said, get out in that community. Don't be bashful to coach. Whether it be grasshoppers, peewees, mite hockey, teach somebody how to run, do it. Set some goals, go get them. When you get them, set some more. I want to thank everyone who attended tonight. And please keep supporting athletics and NCCS. Seniors, I'm going to speak for the group here tonight and all the community. We would like to thank you for the hours of hard work and dedication you gave to NCCS athletics. You made us proud and gave us moments we will never forget. And one last good round of applause for you people. They most definitely deserve it, there's no doubt. Seniors, you have learned many good lessons from athletics that you can carry with you in the future. You've heard a lot of inspiring words tonight. Please sing, let them sink in. Please think about it. You learn the first most important thing is attitude. Athletics is only a game. Everyone loses, not only you, and defeat isn't fatal or final unless you let it be that way. You learn hard work and sweat are good for you. Live a balanced life. Learn all you can. Think before you do or say. Enjoy the process as well as the victories. Have fun. Get better every day. Remember, take a break now. Your parents. Believe it. Believe in your coworker. Don't try to do his job or your job will suffer. Take any one of these items that you've heard tonight and apply it to your world, your job, your family, your nation, and it will always hold true. Seniors, along your journey you may have had a teacher who helped you along, a friend who helped you through probably some difficult times, and people who taught you something worthwhile or made you feel appreciated and special. And you know what? There are people who you just enjoyed spending time with. Find that special person or persons, give them a hug or a handshake, and say thank you. Always remember, be yourself. Everyone else is taken.